Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And yeah, man, back with the migrant stuff. As you can see, things are progressing, further now. I believe this happened today, where you had this large gathering, of migrants at the NYC City Hall, which we're about to read in here in this article. And similar to the whole push, for, as at least it was termed, equal rights, for the Alphabet Gang. And then you start to see that really it wasn't about that. It was just about, gaining the ability to basically overstep, right? And that's sort of what you see happening here, where, you have migrants that were brought in, and given places to live and so on and so forth. But now, as it's proving to be inefficient, all right, because all these states are running out of funds to support this. And now they're trying to scale down on the benefits that were given to them, and these migrants ain't having it. All right. So it says, Brink of Unrest, migrants flood NYC City Hall in protest of losing luxury hotel rooms. New York City could be on the cusp of social unrest as hundreds of migrants have flooded the grounds of City Hall in Lower Manhattan to protest the scaling down of their luxury hotel accommodations funded by us, the taxpayers. The Babylon Bee's Ashley St. Clair posted on X a disturbing photo of migrants flooding NYC City Hall to protest being moved to shelters instead of luxury hotels. And that's how it starts, right? Like, they have the numbers. So it only takes, and you saw this you've seen this over and over again, but oftentimes in different protests that become riots, and all it takes is just one or two people, possibly agents in plain clothes, to just take it past just walking and shouting with signs and cardboard signs to, somebody somehow lights up I don't know, some like a flag or something, and then throws it somewhere, and then a car gets blown up. And then next thing you know, it's a whole nother story. Okay. So, as you can see in this picture here, migrants are now flooding NYC City Hall to protest being moved to shelters instead of luxury hotels. And I mean, honestly, there are just certain things that are going on in the world today that when you look at, the people's behavior, the events happening in the world, if it wasn't for prophecy, man, it would be difficult to believe that this is real life with some of the shit that you see going on. Earlier today, I saw a video that you had this woman, and that's the thing, right? Social media has really brought out the demons in people, okay? But you basically had this chick that took, I don't know whose it was, but she took, semen, basically. At least that's what the video looked like, and that's what it was portrayed to be. Froze it up, and then when it became frozen, she started to put it on her face, as, I don't know, like a face mask or something like that, and then even proceeded to eat it. So it's shit like that makes you wonder, if this is still real life. But then you see other things like this, where it says Israel, which they did come out and say that they're ready to retaliate against Iran. Now, to what extent that's going to be, we have to wait and see. But Iran has already said that wherever Israel decides to attack them, they're going to reply from like similar to what they did a couple of days ago. But anyway, when you look at it collectively, it only brightens the picture of prophecy that much more, right? Because the scriptures tell you that in the last days things would be like this, and it's almost surreal how just mad the world has become. Like, we live in a mad world, and what's even crazier is people treat it like it's normal. You know, like, I mean, even just regular people that may not be partaking in the madness per se, but they just go about every day like it's normal. And I mean, you're hearing these different headlines, you're seeing these shits. I mean, social media is turning people into degenerates by the minute, and it's like this is the norm. Sometimes you just have to sit back and just look at all this shit and realize, you know what I mean, and think about it, like, yo, there's nothing about this is normal at all. At all. You know, at all. And really a lot of these people are out their minds. Straight up. Anyway. So when you see these things, you realize that, yeah, the prophecies written in the scriptures are right there. You know, they're right there in front of you. Because the world is right now in that middle state. It's not in a normal state, and it's not in full-blown prophecy, meaning like that destruction yet. It's right in the middle, okay? And it's not going to go back to a normal state. There's only one direction that it's headed in, and that's prophecy. Elon Musk responded with, wow, while another X user posted a video of angry migrants surrounding the City Hall complex building. Security is beefed up as the situation remains tense. Maybe it turns into a second Ezra 15 scenario where, as it says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And the next thing you know, they're coming for these these different so-called leaders and politicians, all right, and so on and so forth. Let me just pull this up real quick. Okay, so let's go back to the article. Let's take a look at this video. They're mad because they're losing those luxury hotels. I mean, what do you expect, right? When you set the bar or the standard with luxury hotels, well, you better be ready to provide that, because that's the standard, and anything less than that is considered exactly that, less than that. You know, now they're not coming with the mindset of, oh, I'm just glad I have a place to lay my head or something like that. No, it's like, yo, where's my hotel at? Where's my room service? Where's all of it? Give me my card, my prepaid card, all of it. And like I said, man, these events where you have these large crowds and gatherings, it's literally like it takes the smallest thing to set it off into something that goes from what some would consider a peaceful protest into something very different. The migrant protest comes one day after oh, right, that's also another thing. You have pro-Palestinian protests, you know, which are apparently rocking the country. And, you know, once again, they're getting more intensified. Okay, so these are all uproars. As a matter of fact, that's why I pulled up 2nd Ezra chapter 9. And let's get that real quick. And just get in the point. 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, which, if you've been paying attention, them earthquakes are coming like fast. You know, they're hitting at different places every couple of hours, you know, if not even less. And now they're talking about pestilence. You know, they're talking about monkeypox of like, you know, of a level that is great enough to cause a demic. Okay, and it's starting over there. I think they said it was in Congo or one of those African countries over there. And uproars of the people in the world. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. So as we see these things, not just in America, but in other parts of the world, the first thing we think about are the signs the Lord mentioned, the scriptures. Okay, and we expect it, right? Yep, that's according to prophecy. Yep, that's according to prophecy. It's not a shocker. Now the you know, the actual visual of it is one story, but the concept of what's actually happening is it's nothing new. Okay, at least for us. Anyway, a day after pro-Palestinian groups shuttered critical infrastructure nationwide across various metro areas of the U.S., including the Brooklyn Bridge. And I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, go watch some of those like Jason A videos and stuff where you see different scenes from different parts of the country, sometimes different parts of the world, of a particular problem that's being highlighted in the video. And when you look at it like that, that's when you get the full picture and you actually start to see like, whoa, what the hell is going on? But once again, even now, with all this happening, I mean, cost of living is up, right? So everybody's trying to survive. So everybody got their head down. They're trying to either work 2, 3 jobs, whatever it is, to try and keep up with cost of living when their wages are not even, going up to match it. And so everybody's occupied with something, except most people are occupied with the wrong things. They should be occupied in prophecy. It says here, exclusive video. This is the exact moment when Free Palestine pro-Hamas terrorist supporters. You hear the language? Pay attention to the language being used. Okay, it's always similar verbiage when they are pushing a propaganda narrative. Okay, the new face of terror. Remember a couple of years ago, you had the whole George Floyd situation. So just keep in mind as they start to push this, just so happens that as they start to push it more and more, then the people, it's kind of like you have a regular person, right? That's going about, maybe you have a regular group of people that are protesting. And then all of a sudden they start to be called terrorists. And then all of a sudden they start to exhibit terroristic behaviors. You ever notice that? It's like something happens or something is going on. And then the second it's almost like the media speaks it into existence. The second they label it something, it just happens to become that thing. Or the second they start speaking on it, it just so happens to become the new thing. One could argue, well, it could be a case of attention wasn't brought onto it until now, and then now it looks like it's happening everywhere. But nah, this is just too much. Supporters charged the fence next to the Brooklyn Bridge yesterday in NYC and stormed the bridge. And also the timing, right? It's always right when it's about to get to the summertime, because the weather's nice. People don't got no problem doing this. In the wintertime, I mean, you'll see some, but it won't be as intense because it's cold, man. But spring going into summer, the weather is hot. People are the demons within people are activated. They're charged up. Hell yeah, you're gonna see a lot of these. Many of the protesters got into physical altercations with NYPD and were arrested.
Go before they close it. Go. Go before they close it.
Yeah. Oh, you got these guys over here.
They're shutting shit down. They're shutting shit down. They're shutting shit down. Shit down.
He said, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, really good, yeah.
Yep. This is modern day America, as they would call Biden's America. Anyway, let's keep on going. It says here, the risk of social instabilities nationwide is elevated as the Biden administration through open southern borders and a shadowy network of NGOs, non-governmental organizations, have facilitated the greatest invasion of illegal aliens this nation has ever seen. And as we keep on telling you, there is a cause for it. There's a reason for it. It's part of the preparation. It's needed. Okay? For whatever they're gonna do or whatever they are doing, allowing millions of unvetted people from third world countries, some of which hate the United States, as well as are accustomed to violence, are ingredients to spark a perfect storm of social unrest if Democrats don't continue spending taxpayer funds on luxurious hotel rooms, fancy meals, and monthly stipends for illegals. And yeah, that's a good point, right? Because a lot of people in America aren't used to the hardships that these other countries where it's said that these migrants are coming from are used to. So when you have people that are already used to these kinds of situations, they don't have a problem tearing shit up when they need to, which is the perfect violence that is needed for these people to continue with their agenda. What they need the American people to do, the American people ain't willing to do. Right? Just like the movie, I think it was the first Purge, where they were experimenting with the purge, but all people were doing was partying and robbing stores for like liquor and stuff like that. And that's not what they wanted. They wanted them to start killing each other. So they brought in the right people who would do it. Anyway, threats of migrant unrest are a national security threat that Democrats are too embarrassed even to acknowledge because their failed policies are sparking this mess. And I don't think that they did all that facilitating of migrants into the country just because they wanted a light version of civil unrest. I think that whatever is getting ready to happen, it's gonna overshadow a lot of these things, by a landslide. But we gotta watch and see. Democrats are risking the health and safety of law-abiding citizens and the nation as a whole to steal future elections and stack the census. Yeah, apparently they're telling them to vote for Biden. So yeah, and it's all fun and games until one angry, Iranian comes in here and an agent and say Israel does something coordinated with the U.S. and Iran is like, we warned your ass, right? And the next thing you know, boom. Now shit is going on within this place, and you wondering how the hell did they get over here? Well, you left your border wide open. What the hell did you expect? Anyway, that's pretty much it on that. I'm gonna end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. Actually, as a matter of fact, before I close it, there was one precept I wanted to bring out. Sloggy about that. This is Matthew 24:12, and this is like. You're seeing it, right? Because as society downgrades, iniquity, lawlessness upgrades, and the more that cycle goes on, it just gets worse and worse and worse. And as it says, the love of many shall wax cold. If you looked at the kinds of crimes that are committed now versus ones that were committed, decades ago, you'll see that there's a heightened level of like sick violence. Like, okay, there's a case where you have somebody like Ted Bundy or whatever, or some wild dude that commits some heinous crime against some random guy or somebody he had a anger or hatred towards. And then there's a difference when you look at today and see mothers doing a similar style executions on their own children. Like, that shows you that, yeah, nah, this shit is there is no love. Okay, this place is through. Anyway, with that, I'm going to end it here. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rcha Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.